You are watching another episode of TLC Sports. I'm Alan Branch, and I have Ben Spicer with me once again. How you doing, Ben?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. We're going to get our audience up to date with some U of L sports, and we're going to start with some breaking news involving the U of L men's basketball program. Now, the NCAA has officially charged the university, as well as former and current staff members involved with the basketball program, with hiring prostitutes to perform sexual acts on players and recruits. Now, Ben, can you give our audience the latest on this news?
Well, today the NCAA investigators released their most recent report and their findings, and it appears that now it's going to be a waiting game for the University of Louisville. So they're going to dispute the findings from the NCAA, and they have 90 days to respond to those findings. From there, the NCAA has 60 days to respond to Louisville's response. So we're going to be doing a lot of waiting to see potentially what could happen as a result of this.
And from last October, obviously, the school imposed their self-ban. Now, when we're talking about future bans that the NCAA might impose, well, it might be similar to that, or would it even be worse?
Well, we certainly hope not. The Courier-Journal released an article earlier today, and they said that worst case scenario, perhaps Rick Pitino could be suspended for half a season. But like I said, we're going to continue to see what comes out of this and where this goes moving forward.
Yes, of course. Coming from U of L fans, we'll definitely keep you all up to date in the coming weeks. We're going to move on to football, who hosts the NC State Wolfpack for their homecoming game. Now, the Wolfpack, they were only a field goal away from upsetting Clemson last weekend. Does this automatically put the Cards on upset alert?
I think they should definitely come ready to play. They started really sluggish against Duke, and NC State is definitely no slouch. They're the fifth best rush defense in college football. They're holding teams to just 95 yards a game. Now, Lamar Jackson himself is averaging 140 rushing yards per game, so that's going to be an interesting matchup. They forced Clemson into 4 turnovers, so definitely keep an eye on that as well. Louisville -2 in the turnover margin this year, so definitely need to be on upset alert against NC State.
And a lot of that revolves around them not shooting themselves in the foot, so to speak. So we'll see if they're able to capitalize on the game they're projected to win. Now moving on to our last topic of discussion, we're going to bring up field hockey. Now the field hockey team's coming off of a weekend where they beat UNC and Kent State. They're now comfortably sitting at 13-3 as well as 2-3 in the ACC. So, Ben, you want to tell our audience what they have looking forward to for the rest of the season?
Well, they're going to close the season out with 3 road games against top 20 opponents, so they're definitely going to get challenged to close out the season. That UNC win was huge, like you said, with the 2-3 record in the conference. So they need to beat Virginia. That'll be their next game to go to 500 in the ACC. And I think it's going to be huge to see if Erin McCrudden can continue her success. She's averaging an assist per game, and she scored the lone goal in that game against North Carolina to give the Cardinals the win over the Tar Heels.
All right, that does it for TLC Sports. On the behalf of Ben Spicer, I'm Alan Branch. I want to thank all of those for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at TheCardSports, as well as following our online publication at thelouisvillecardinal.com. And that does it for here. It's happening here where Louisville's first, and Card forever. So long, Louisville.